What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jasper. This is Broketostoke. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update about what's going on in my life. I have been sort of working like crazy on my website, trying to do a bunch of new things, trying to create sort of like a little discount campaign or an advertising campaign for portraits and doing a bunch of different things. Also adding some new services as to what I can provide for people, sort of creating packages for people who have maybe businesses and want to either start, upping their social media interaction, or people who need help managing a website or developing a website and things like that. So my name is Jasper. This is Broketostoke. And I have a quick little thing just for the channel itself, trying to teach myself how to work with keyframes and things like that. So before we get into today's video, let's just roll the new intro. All right, now that you have seen the intro, just want to say welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, Broketostoke is a platform that I am trying to create, not only to share my experience in starting a business, being a photographer, learning the ropes with web design and doing things with Photoshop and learning how to use different tools to make your social media presence look better and things like that, but also creating a platform that other people can share their stories through as well. In the future, we will be doing podcasts or live streams, which will be sort of a format for, or the format will be interviews mostly, or sometimes if we don't have someone to interview, maybe it will just be a conversation about someone's art and the things that they do. So if you are looking forward to that and you are not subscribed to the channel, first thing you need to do is subscribe down below. You can also hit the bell notification. That will give you updates or notifications every time that anything new kind of comes onto this channel. I am really focused on trying to do a bunch of things in real life to make my business look better, but I also have a lot of belief that YouTube is like a really great place for people to sort of try and venture into if they are starting a business, or if they do want to talk about the different things that interest them, creating sort of a platform where you can talk about whatever interests you, whether it's mindfulness, well-being, health, finances, maybe you're an artist, maybe you're into music, it doesn't really matter. YouTube is sort of this huge landscape that I see as a place for creators alike, and artists, entrepreneurs, everyone who wants to do just about anything. Even, people put comedy up here and stuff like that. So YouTube is this sort of giant atmosphere or environment that I see, as people tap into it. There are a lot of people who are well off, creators who have sort of been on the platform for a while. But I think that there's also a bit of an untapped market. I think that it's, something that everyone can do. I don't think that it's really exclusive, like you make it or you don't kind of situation. I think that there is a middle ground. And so that's something that I want to talk about on this channel sometimes, is just the idea of the creator economy, which Colin and Samir are two creators on the YouTube platform that have had really interesting sort of history on YouTube. They started out with one thing, found out, there wasn't as much of a following for that. They rebranded and recreated what they wanted to do and started talking about the creator economy, which I think is something that I want to do, but I also want to try and localize it to my area. And maybe one day I could build it up to a larger platform where I am interviewing bigger names, more known creators, and possibly larger artists and things like that. But currently, what I do want to focus on is focusing on the local area, the local talent where I live. That is in 413 Western Massachusetts. A lot of us, we call it the 413. There's a couple people on Instagram that I suggest you go check out. There's some really cool things going on where I sort of live. There's a lot of art, there's a lot of music, there's a lot of people who are doing a lot of different things. And I sort of want to cover that and put it on YouTube and make it something that can be sort of like a show where we just talk about, different things that are going on. So first person I want to shout out and just say, hey, go check this page out is the 413 Joint. 413 Joint is run by, I think it's just 2, maybe 3 people. And they do interviews with local artists more out in the Springfield area. And they're really tapped in with a lot of really awesome creative people. And also they have a really awesome platform that they have created themselves to sort of help support and get the word out. They do write a magazine and have sort of like a digital magazine that you can go and check out as well. So 413 Joint, they are going to be down in the description. You can go check out the Instagram and all of the other things that will be down there. The next group I want to shout out is Western Mass Music. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. They're pretty much just tapped into the music scene, and so they post a lot of stuff about what's going on each week. If you are in Western Mass and you like going out to music, seeing live music, go check out their page. They post what's going on. And also, if you are a musician and you want to promote one of your upcoming shows and you're from Western Massachusetts, go check it out. They also support Southern Vermont and a little bit of Northern Connecticut. So if you are in that sort of area, and also all of Western Mass, of course, if you are a musician and you have an upcoming show and you want to advertise your flyer, just DM them, Instagram down below as well. Next person that I want to sort of shout out to is actually a personal client of mine. He's a really talented woodworker. You may have seen some of his work on my page. I just want you to go check out his work. He's supported me through a lot of my photography endeavors all the way from the beginning. He's put a lot of trust into me, and it's just really been a great relationship, really great friendship. And that is Tony. Go check out his stuff. He's got a website and an Instagram. If you are looking for really beautiful furniture, go check him out. One last one is Hawks and Reed. They have a bunch of actually different things run under their name. They do weddings, events, like music. They have a couple venues or different showrooms, I guess. They have a downstairs. They have sort of like a ballroom, and then they have like a main stage sort of area. And they also have the Pushkin Gallery, which supports local artists and hosts shows or showings for local artists who have, exhibits that they would like to put up and things like that. So there's all of that, Hawks and Reed, down below as well. Thank you, Ben, for everything that you have given me and supported me with through, time. I just want to say I do have videos that are on another channel. I'm going to be posting cut down clips as well from live shows. Mostly all of them have been at Hawks and Reed. So if you are into live music and you want to see some of my other work that I've been putting out, these shows are from a little bit in the past. What I did was I put them all sort of together and put the songs together and tried to make the video as flow as well as I could. But now I'm thinking I should probably also cut the sets down into individual songs, and then I can post the individual songs of each artist and say, these are the songs that, whatever. You get the idea. And, that's not really necessarily to like rack up more views. I think it's just going to be cool for people who want to listen to a specific live version of a song. They don't need to listen to the entire video on, I have a couple that are like an hour and 44 minutes, things like that. So if I cut those down into individual songs, people could enjoy that more. So that's cool. And other than that, right now, I'm, kind of stressed about money. I do have to say that the idea of the podcast, I want to be able to, host people on the podcast, sit them down either in person and have two cameras going, one on me and one on the person that I'm interviewing, and then have it sort of dual screen or something like that. So when you're watching, you can see the two people sort of talking and interacting. But I've also kind of come to the conclusion that it might be easier to sort of just have someone call in. So if you are interested, if you are a local artist and you have, a business and you're interested in trying to get, an interview, please don't be shy. Reach out to me. You can either comment down below, get in touch with me on Instagram. That's either Broketostoke or Jasper Forest Photo. I'm trying to not take any random DMs from people on my personal Instagram. I just made that private just because I was getting flooded with a bunch of random spam from people that I didn't know. And, some of it was whatever. Some of it was just uninvited and did not need to be in my personal Instagram. So if you are, looking to get your business name out there, reach out to me. Interviews are free. I just want to share other people's stories, ask you questions, see what you sort of have for a vision or a mission for your business. See if there's anything that you think that the community can do better for artists and things like that. Because it seems like there are a lot of successful artists in this area, but of course it is also hard to sort of start as a new artist and then tap into the resources that are available. It's hard to sort of have the belief in yourself as well sometimes, where you're like, oh, I really want to do this, but I'm not sure if I'm good enough, and it sometimes just takes that one sort of leap of faith, which is going to be my next video, where I'm sort of just talking about taking that leap of faith. So that's it for today. Do want to thank you if you watched this entire video. Just want to give you guys a little bit of updates, what's going on. I am running a GoFundMe right now because I am broke. I hate to admit it. I don't want to sound like I'm asking for anything from other people. It's only if you can, afford it. And if you can't afford it, but you do want to help, what you can do is you can share my GoFundMe campaign, either on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, wherever you want. You have my permission. I am sort of, I felt personal guilt or shame about creating a GoFundMe, but I'm at a point where my car has been broken down for a couple months. My income has, I have very low income, almost pretty much zero, virtually zero income. And I, at this point, don't know what to do. I've put in a bunch of applications to a bunch of different jobs, and I haven't heard back from most of them. And the couple that I have heard back from end up either saying, oh, well, it sounds like it won't work out, or whatever. And so I have had sort of a little bit of a rough time. Want to be real about it, just putting it out there in the world. Links to that are down below as well. If you don't want to do that, you can support me by joining my Patreon as well. Link to that down below. Or you can buy some merch. I'm wearing my sweatshirt, and there's some new stuff that I've designed and put out on the website. So go check that out. It's all down there. All the links are down there. So thank you. Hope you have a good day. And enjoy the new outro. Yeah.